Oh, there's an actual, like, thing.
much like the whole United
I
States.
know, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I can't believe 4 out of 7 of those
Oh
days
my
will be
god!
very close, if not above, 70 degrees.
Dude!
Only Tuesday is the only cold afternoon we'll have to get to.
I'm sorry that.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Well, it's gonna look like a beautiful day tomorrow. Well, that's our
Wait,
news
is
for
that
tonight.
is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted?
Okay.
It's pretty compelling evidence. You gonna let somebody do that to you? How old is she at this age? At this time?
Much like the whole United States.
I know, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I can't believe 4 out of 7 of those
Oh
days
my
will
god!
be very close, if not above, 70 degrees.
Dude!
Only Tuesday is the only cold afternoon we'll have to get to.
I'm sorry that.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Well, it's gonna look like a beautiful day tomorrow. Well, that's our
Wait,
news
is
for
that
tonight.
Is this what you wanted?
I've downloaded
Is
that.
this what you wanted?
Okay.
I've downloaded that.
Are you
So that's
happy, Chad?
downloaded. So there's
Am I
more.
the
So there's more media clips here. This says P. I can only imagine. I don't want to know. But we're already in it.
Drink the pee. Is this your pee?
Does it smell like it?
I don't think so.
Good.
Hello, YouTube. My name is Plazookas, and today we go full circle. It has always been surprising to me for the past year after covering OTK, specifically the top streamer competitions and Tectone, how someone like Emiru could be part of an organization that seems so dysfunctional and potentially perverse. I don't have to tell you of all the people who have been accused of sexual harassment within that organization, who have left that organization. I don't have to tell you the arc that Asmongold has been on recently. I don't have to tell you about Tectone. You already know. So, now it makes sense how someone like Emiru could be part of this organization. And let me say this very clearly. This video will be the closest I ever get to being sued, because ultimately any insinuation to that effect, or to the effect that someone is potentially a bad person or has had bad judgments or has similarities to other people, that is a fine line. I do feel like I am protected, and more importantly, I do feel as though that the shoe will fit, because it didn't make any sense how someone so good-natured and cheery and bubbly and nice could be part of something so destructive and greedy and potentially worse. So that's why when you get reports like this, it all kind of makes sense. Now, there is one big caveat here. Bonkers is the name of this content creator, which apparently is also someone that does, dress up, I guess you want to call it. I know there's another word for it, cosplay. I was trying to think of it on the go. And apparently some videos resurfaced regarding Emiru, and they were grooming messages from, I guess, her, Emiru, and this content creator named Bonkers. So just to give you guys some history here, Bonkers clears the air and denies her grooming allegations. Let's read this very carefully. The person I was referring to in those clips is not Emiru, and I never said it was. The fact people ran with the story and put her name out in an attempt to cancel her is really disgusting. And it's not anyone's story to retell except mine. Not only are people harassing her, but they are spreading literal lies, things I didn't even say, to try to make her look bad. I did not tell the story to attempt to cancel anyone, and it wasn't my intention that it blew up. If you are a regular, you know I always talk about relationships and shit, and that's nothing new. You people gotta stop assuming everyone I'm talking about is from OTK.
How old was she? She was like. Actually, she was like 23, and we started getting like flirty and like touchy when I was 17. I think she was 23 at the time. Sorry, I had to go through that. I'm just like annoyed that I realized it so late because I spent so long like defending this girl, and I thought like she was a victim too, and in some cases yeah, but it's like, why would you like why? I don't know. And it took me a long time too because it's like, you know how people can be when it comes to like girls versus guys doing weird shit? Girls get away with a lot of stuff. And I'm being like, for real, girls get away with a lot of shit. Because it's like, oh, well, it's a girl.
This wasn't part of the other stuff that was shared. This is really important context.
You know, girls are like inherently innocent, right? No, no. I even remember one of my friends was straight up like, dude, like she just like groomed you, like what? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of like glitched. I was like, what? That's not possible. She's a girl. But no, it's possible. I think it's weird. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because it's just, again, it's like a really weird situation. So, I feel like, and I also just can't say anything. Really, I can't just outright say it because, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Because she can't say it. You know how disturbed she looks right now? Bonnie, Bonkers, Emiru connection. Twitch Gaming, they appeared together on streams, especially in the wider circle of creators associated with OTK, the content organization Emiru was part of. Emiru has hosted events and then collabs that included Bonnie Bonkers, often in social or group content like game nights, cosplay streams, or IRL stuff. There have been casual hints of friendship, or at least a friendly dynamic, but nothing officially stating a deeper specific connection beyond content as social streaming circles. Have they done IRL streams? If so, can you reference them here? Have participated in several in real life streams together, particularly during the period of from 2021 to 2023. She's what, 24 now, 23 now? So that would put it right at the same time. In this stream, Emiru and Bonnie engaged in cosplay, transitioned to an IRL camera setup, and later played League of Legends. The IRL segment begins around with a visit to Applebee's at approximately 2 hours. August 20th, this stream features cosplay activities with Bonnie, followed by gameplay sections including Observation Duty and Visage. So, played Phasmophobia alongside other streamers. These streams showcase their collaborative efforts and shared interest in cosplaying. However, it's important to note that in recent times there have been allegations made by Bonnie Bonkers against Emiru, leading to a public fallout. These allegations have discussed on various platforms, including Reddit and TikTok. If you're interested in more details about the collaboration and subsequent events, feel free to ask. What is the fallout related to regarding Bonnie, Bonkers, and Emiru? We'll go back up there and try to reference some of those streams. The fallout between and Emiru centers around serious allegations of sexual misconduct, involvement of former associate of Emiru, and subsequent claims of mishandling the situation. In late 2021, Bonnie visited Emiru's residence in Wichita, Kansas. During this visit, she alleged that she was sexually assaulted by Philly, a moderator and assistant associated with Emiru. Initially, Bonnie claimed that Emiru was aware of the incident but continued to associate with Philly. Later, Bonnie suggests that Emiru might have not have known about the assault at the time, but eventually removed Philly from her house to undisclosed reasons. Bonnie expressed frustration over Emiru's continued association with Philly and the perceived lack of support following the incident. She publicly accused Emma of not taking the allegations seriously and of attempting to cover up the situation. This led to a public fallout between the two, with Bonnie expressing feelings of betrayal. Emiru's response and OTK internal issues. Emiru has not publicly addressed the specific debate about Bonnie. However, she has been involved in broader discussion about in December, following sexual against co-founder Rich Campbell, Emiru stated that changes were coming to the organization to address such issues. In February 2025, Emiru removed OTK Brandon from her social media accounts, leading to speculation about her status within the organization. This move coincided with internal changes, including the resignation of Asmongold from leadership following controversy over his comments of the War of Palestine. The fallout between Emiru involved serious allegations of sexual and subsequent claims of mishandling and lack of support. The situation has been compounded by broader issues within the OTK organization, leading to significant changes in public scrutiny. It would feel free to ask regarding recent allegations between Emiru and Bonnie Bonkers relating to grooming. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no response. Okay, right now. In which discussed a past experience involving a flirty and touchy relationship with a 23-year-old woman when Bonnie was 17. This led to widespread speculation that she was referring to. However, Bonnie has since publicly clarified that it was not that she was referring to. She expressed frustration over the misstatement called to cancel based on Bonnie emphasizes she did not name anyone in her story and that the situation was being misrepresented online. As of now, Emiru is not publicly. So this is just... all right, let's just see what XQC has to say. He is, whether you like him or not, he's part of the zeitgeist. And that's just what we're going to have to deal with. Okay, let's see. Is this going to be an actual... XQC has called attention to allegations that Emiru grilled a 17-year-old after reportedly communicating with them since they were 15, which would have been... She would have been 21. Emiru would have been 21, 22. The streamer pointed out that the male content creators like Call Me Carson face severe consequences for similar allegations, while Emiru has not received the same treatment. Bonnie Bonkers directly addressed the speculation online, clarifying that Emiru was not the person she was referring to in the videos. Streamer has ignited online conversation by highlighting what he sees as double standard in the treatment of grooming allegations within the streamer community. The controversy centers around fellow streamers Emiru, who faced an accusation of grooming a 17-year-old fan and smaller creator Bonnie Bonkers. According to the allegation, Emiru, 23, had been in contact with the fans since they were 15. The relationship allegedly turned romantic when the individual was 17. The situation is drawn mirrors cases involving male streamers who face severe consequences for similar behavior. XQC compared Emiru's case to Call Me Carson, who was effectively canceled. Allegations surfaced after an inappropriate exchange between him at 19 and a 17-year-old fan. Call Me Carson lost sponsorships and was hit with overwhelming community criticism, ultimately stepping away from the content creation for a long while. I want to know if people are going to be consistent. Actually, say during a recent stream, when a similar situation happened with Carson, he got completely removed from the internet. Even after Rich Campbell left, there was still issues within the organization about sexual misconduct. The OTK top streamer had NMP Lowell and Ichikachi be in a relationship shortly after. That dynamic is very similar to what you would see in an abusive relationship, or ones that could be used to benefit a person that is a bit older. With NMPL, Nicholas, being 10 years older than Ichikachi. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go all the way back here and see if we can find... Oh, they actually have a clip here, maybe?
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Maybe I can start doing 20-minute intros. Ugh, you're really what-facing me?
Games with Bonnie.
Again?
Games with Bonnie.
Oh
September
God.
9th,
After
29th,
all this
2022. Games with Bonnie.
After all this time, you're still the same people?
2 years ago.
Stop. What did I do wrong?
Okay, so where's Bonnie going to come into this?
Jason, thanks for 11 months. Rose.
okay? I just needed 5 more minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty good over there.
He seems happy.
Yeah.
I think.
He seems pretty happy.
Is this Bonnie?
He likes WoW a lot. He likes this expansion. He thinks it's great.
Okay, again, her being part of
But we don't play
OTK as fan here.
Oh, you don't. We actually were like talking about playing Wrath together when it started on like Monday or something, and then we were like,
Trying to get through the queues, and we're like, ah, fuck this.
the
This is
queue was
terrible.
horrible, and then we were like, do we even want to do this?
No.
I feel like we
WoW
both lost
sucks.
for nothing.
I mean, I got the
Say how much I
impression.
spent on the screen.
People.
I'm this may be too much of an assumption, but I got the impression that Bonnie Bonkers mimics Emiru's style a little bit. From the previous video that we watched of just her stream 2 weeks ago, and this is like 2 years ago or more, I did get that impression that she mimics what Emiru does. But I think, unfortunately, in the cosplay space specifically, I think a lot of these women have a high-pitched voice and certain mannerisms that are very similar. So it may not be indicative of anything, but it could mean it could be something.
Boo riot, boo! They're fun.
Espen's stuck in a hole.
S1 is stuck in a hole.
Did.
Ugh.
Wait, we're gonna start doing stuff on Bonnie's stream soon, right?
Did you have a good day today?
I did, yeah.
Yes, we should start doing stuff on my stream soon eventually.
Yes, we can do IRL stuff.
I haven't gotten my setup done yet,
She's building the
but
PC.
it's almost done.
Wait, do I have the...
The PC is built. It's just a little Frankenstein baby. I have to like assemble the ears.
Wait,
and
you're
the
building your
eyes.
own computer?
No, I'm finished the PC part. It's just like the whole Frankenstein of the setup.
Oh, okay.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater computer. So
Do they have Tony Hawk Pro
and Mario
Skater?
Kart.
We can't play Mario Kart.
I'm ass at Mario
Okay,
Kart.
we're
Wait, I'm
both
training
we're
first.
both horrible at Mario Kart though.
Okay. No. What?
We are. I'm just saying. Why are you lying? I'm not lying.
Dude, I already know how you play at Mario Kart.
What do you mean? Dude, I get like max 5th place.
You get like second.
That was one time, Bonnie.
That is Bonnie. Okay, so that's confirmed that it's Bonnie.
It hurt me because I got last that time.
I thought
You cracked the case.
I did. Here, I got this. My PayPal is already saved to my account.
Yippee.
You had a week to prepare.
It's happening.
Do I tens? Okay, or you can go.
Swear, I want to go
I'm-
somewhere else.
Go,
I want to go. Here.
Bonnie.
This one this one is actually a legitimate competition.
Yeah.
We're both very good at this. Finally, something I can actually do. Connecting colors.
Yay, color time. When I'm moving all my shit. Sorry, I just.
Oh, they said that you said kiddo.
I'll know it when I. Oh, frick.
Frickin' freckles.
Okay, guys, me and
This
Bonnie
isn't
are
gonna work.
great at this.
We are actually so good. Wow. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait,
So
we should
happy
make
for
you a
us.
me. How do you make a me on a thing?
Okay, but you have to make the me of me.
I make the me of you. Okay. Wait, where do I go to do that? Do you do it inside cart? Like
I think you
me
have to do it.
suits.
at the main menu.
Settings. Airplane mode. Me. Create a me. Create new me. Start from scratch.
Yay, she's making a me of me.
I'm making a me of Bonnie. Blush.
Okay.
Color.
Good luck.
Eyebrows. Normal. No.
Can I have purple hair?
but then it's not gonna look like you.
Okay.
I mean, you can have. Holy
That's
shit!
fair.
This is you when I go 8 and 1 and connect 4.
You should just keep it like that.
you want to just keep it like that? Okay.
No, never mind. Forget it. No. Because I'm only mad at like some of the time. Whenever I'm with you.
What?
Whenever you're winning at Connect 4, it's the only time I'm ever mad. Every other time I'm perfectly normal.
That's true.
You trigger me.
I trigger you?
Yes, when you win at Connect 4, you trigger me. I was supposed to be good at that game. It was like the one thing I was good at.
Well, I'm a robot, apparently, so.
I'm really actually trying to...
Nintendo?
That sounded like something. It was like the. Just that Kanye.
And I'm taking my time.
Okay.
Okay, so that was then. I don't know how much of that will be in the edit. Let's check this out and
Guys,
see.
where's the last one?
You know what? I will take the.
Bro, seriously?
Okay, so it's referenced in the same stream. So these are referenced in the same ones. Let's see if this one is as well.
If your gives it
This
new life
one's
like Fast
this one's
Fitter, whatever shape
cosplay
your
with
back
Bonnie
is,
and
Fast Fitter
Visage.
transform it.
Visage.
When it's time
Yeah, people are weird. Don't nitpick everything.
No.
Because this looks kind of sus. I don't remember that back.
No,
Just
we're not.
kidding. Maybe
Next
if we
right now.
put in
Again, this is in 2022,
Why?
where this is.
2.5 years ago. I think maybe Bonnie was like 20 years old at this time, so we really should find something a little bit earlier.
Hello. Dude, should I just listen to the song? Oh no, here we go.
Oh, this one is the one that you were. Whatever. Not first. Boom. There.
You went to a restaurant dressed like.
Okay, so really can't find. Let's go to Reddit. There are these allegations of grooming are going around on Twitter currently around the shape of the streamer when she was 15 to 17. Sorry, this is supposed to be removed by moderators. Of course, it always does. Deleted, 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 deleted. Okay, interesting thing. So now that she said that, everything gets deleted. You know, I would have to agree with XQC in the sense that, you know, if these allegations came out, even with the clarifications, I think there's enough here. I think there's enough history that this could be the person that she's referencing. And because they are friends, they have a connection here. And she wanted this to be ambiguous, and then it wasn't ambiguous, and it got blown up. And she felt like Emiru was going to get canceled, you know, definitively. She came back and said that it wasn't her. I'm trying to see if there's anything really older. Here we go. No boundaries with our partner at Emiru and Bonnie Bonkers. This was in 2021. This is good. This is on TikTok. This is on Twitch. Last live 2 days ago. All right, so that's not going to help me. Nothing new would help. I'm going to go to this one on, I'm going to go to this one. This one's really older.
Okay. I should be live now. Just in case, of course.
I don't see any interaction yet.
It
So
did happen twice. It's not the, yeah, it's not the twins. It's active, so it's not a shade probably.
What do y'all think it is? 'Cause
Jin's kind of.
I mean, there is like communication between the two. No boundaries with our partner Emiru. This was in July of 2021. We are updating our policy. So it's not going to show me the actual video. Let's see. Cosplay with Bonnie Bonkers. Let's see if this one shows up.
Guys, it's dinner time.
Nope. This is not going to help me. I need something older. Thread number 26, Robin Bond edition. What is this? On the other one and see if there's a... this is 21 apparently. There's multiple threads here. Whew, this is older. Okay. Some of these clips, some of these things are... Oh, they're pretty large size, to be honest. There's too much evidence. Too much evidence to think otherwise. The timing is right. I mean, the sleuths have basically said that Emiru was 23 at the time that she was 17.
Damn, how did we get on this topic anyway?
Okay, yeah, and now she's regretting it. And she's going to walk it back, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back. Let me just see, how old is Emiru? So Emily is born in 1998. So 12, 27, 4 years ago would have been 23. Am I right? So 12 is 10. 20 is 22 plus 5 is 27. These clips here were 21, 7, 121. Almost 4 years ago exactly. Which would have put her at 24. And then apparently these things happened before that, so it would have been 23. How old is Bonnie Bonkers? How old is Bonnie Bonkers? Twitch streamer. Bonnie Bonkers was born on February 6, 2002, making her 23 years after 25. So that would be... She'd be 19, born on February, so she's born a month after Emiru. But obviously 5 years after. This is a 5 years age gap. So 3 would be 22, 21 would be, should be 19 at the time of those clips, which means she'd be of age. So we need to go back even further if we really want a reference here. But I don't know how to get... I don't know how to use this site to go back. How do we use this site to go back to the archive for the year? Because it looks like it has a full years of coverage here. BBG. Maybe I can just go here and click on it, and then it'll take me to archived. We got something. We got, okay, here, seem to be, need a reminder, section, make it illegal for any person to knowingly produce, distribute, receive, or possess an intent and transfer, distribute visual representations of drawings, cartoons that appear to depict minors in sexually explicit conduct and are deemed obscene. Okay, so we won't go back there, which affects our case, because I can't even scroll down there, nor do I want to scroll down there. It does exist, but out of the respect for that content, even though it was technically, it's such an interesting situation, because I'm sure that some of this stuff was on Twitch at that time as well. But I won't do it. But you've just seen how I went and done this. And I'm going to use that at your own discretion. Maybe some legal minds can circumvent that and make it a case. But I'm not going to do it. Those 3 clips that we got even at 19, knowing that they have a history together, that this has been an ongoing thing between Emiru and Bonnie Bonkers, there's enough validity here. The timing works out as far as their age and stuff. 5 years would put 17, 23 would be right. 23 would make it so that it would be at 2019, which is what we stopped at with that site, which I couldn't see. And I'm sure there was clips there. But I'm not going to go down that far. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. She was 17 at the time. Apparently, even though they're on Twitch. I'm not sure if they're taken down on Twitch or not. That's an archive thing. I'm not sure what the legality is or what the pictures were. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Which, I'm going to let this speak for itself. You can make up whatever mind you need to make up. And again, this is probably the closest I've ever been to a lawsuit. But I never understood the connection as to why Emiru was part of OTK. One of the only female members of OTK. Extra Emily, too. We already know we already know her stances on some things, and it definitely puts into question, I don't know, just like, are these people actually good? And how many people look up to them, respect them? I think people need to start seeing things for what they really are. Especially for those that are trying to have as much influence on people and making a lot of money. And it's not just OTK, it's so many other people. But like I said, I've only covered OTK and I've only covered Tectone. So this is technically my lane. My name is Plazukas. I don't know. This is a hard one. I don't want to go back. I could go back there and sleuth that all day long and figure out if there's any videos that would be more... and I'm sure somebody will. So maybe wait for those. But I'll stop here. Bye for now.